y'all. Happy Friday. It's me, Miss Phil, and I'm here back for our last day of week 5, day 5, random week. So, I told you at the beginning of the week that I would answer questions. Not a lot of people asked me any, which is okay, but I have some that I'm going to answer in case you want to know a little bit more about me. So, let's get to it. The first question, it says, what sports have you played on a competitive team? And that means when I was on a team that was playing for maybe a tournament or something, or for points and stuff like that. And I have played soccer, football, softball, basketball, and volleyball. I've been on 5 different competitive sports teams, and I'm sure if I had the chance I would be on more. Question number 2. What is your first memory from school? That goes way back actually to preschool. So I was probably 4, and I remember driving there with my mom, and she would drink her tea in the morning in the car, and we always drove by this little farm thing that had a buffalo, and his name was Nick the Buffalo. It was a real life buffalo, and he was just in the field, and his name was Nick. And then I remember in preschool making a macaroni B. So taking pasta, dry pasta, and gluing it on a big letter B that I don't know if I drew it or my teacher, probably my teacher, or I made a B with my pasta or macaroni pieces. And I remember trying to eat one. Whatever. Miss Phil's weird, and I'm Italian, so it's fine. But don't eat dry pasta, especially if it has glue on it, because that's not good. Question number 3. Besides PE, what was your favorite class in school? If I had to pick something that wasn't PE, I would definitely pick, honestly, I like math. I like math a lot. I was pretty good at it. So I liked math, but I also really liked learning about history. So Miss Phil was into that stuff. And I didn't mind English, but I like the stories in English, not so much the other parts of it. But of course, we all know PE is the best. That's right. Question number 4. That's 4. What inspires you, and why did you become a teacher? So, if I think about that, what inspires me? I guess I'm inspired to do something good and positive and fun. I want to leave a mark on the world, and so that brings me to the next part of that question was, why did you become a teacher? Well, when I was in elementary school, my PE teacher, his name was Mr. Smith. He was awesome, and he made me feel like I was special, and I was this really cool kid, and he just made me feel like I was great. And so me and him were buddies, and just you guys are my buddies. It's the same kind of thing. And so then also when I was in high school, my PE teacher then, her name is Miss Eichmann. She was literally the best. She's my favorite teacher of all time. And she also made me feel like I was really special and really cool and just seen, and that I was good and awesome and great just as I was. Even when I was sad, she still liked me, and she talked to me, and she just listened, and I thought that was really, really awesome. So I want to do those same things for my students. And so that's what I hope that I can do, and I will try my best to be better every day at being a great teacher like that, because I had great teachers, great PE teachers in my life that influenced me to hopefully be a pretty good PE teacher for my students' lives. So we're in Christian. That's not a word. It's question 5 time. If you could take your students on a field trip to anywhere in the world, that's a lot of places, where would you take them? I think, of course, oh man, this is hard. Okay, I'm going to toss it up. If I could somehow take my students to both the Winter and Summer Olympics, I would do it in a heartbeat, because the Olympics are my favorite thing, and it would be so cool. It's the ultimate PE experience. But if that's not possible, my other option would totally be a combination of Disney in Florida and Universal Studios, because in Universal Studios is Harry Potter World. And y'all know that Miss Phil is so obsessed with Harry Potter, so we would definitely be going there. And what a great segue that is into our next question. And a segue is just something that leads into something else that's somewhat related. Here's our next question, and it says, which Hogwarts house would you be sorted into? And in all honesty, I have taken multiple Harry Potter quizzes and tests to see what house I'd be in, and most of the time I get Gryffindor, which I can see, but I also get Hufflepuff, and I can see that as well. So if I could blend the two together, I would say that I would be either a Griffin Puff or a Huffledore. I like Griffin Puff better. It sounds funner. More fun. Funner. Whatever. We're making up things here. So that's what I would be. I'm a combination of Gryffindor and Hufflepuff because I try to be brave and I try to stand up for things and do what's right, but I also am super, super loyal and I love to help people and be there for them and support them. So I would be a combination of both. So here I am, Miss Phil, the Griffin Puff. On to our next question, which states, what would students be surprised to learn about you? Okay, so a couple fun facts from Miss Phil. Number one, I still have a baby tooth. And you can't really see the actual baby tooth, but it's under that one right there. See that? Fake tooth on top of my baby tooth. And I don't know why, but I never had an adult tooth underneath to push it out. So I still have a baby tooth, so that's something surprising. And another thing that would be super surprising to learn about me is that Miss Phil is shy. Yes, you heard me. I'm pretty shy. When I don't know somebody or I'm not really comfortable in a situation, I'm pretty reserved. So I kind of like quiet and I kind of like seeing how everything is. But when I feel comfortable around you or comfortable in a situation, my true personality comes out. My crazy Miss Phil side comes out and I start doing and saying and being all, my typical weird stuff that you guys know. The crazy lady who dances on the roof in avocado suits and stuff like that. That's Miss Phil's true self, that if I'm first meeting somebody, I'm not going to be like that. But when I get more and more comfortable with someone, when I start trusting people a little bit more, I start to act a little crazier. So if you have seen Miss Phil in a weird or crazy or funny or silly kind of mode, that means that I'm comfortable with you and I like being around you. So you guys, guess what? I love being around you because I'm super crazy at school, which is a great thing. But it's okay to be shy. I'm like that too, which is super surprising because you guys will always see me in my crazy mode, which I like that too. And now, my friends, it's time for the last question. What advice do you have for your students? I dropped it. I'm glad I finished reading all of it. So, my advice would be this. Friends, listen. So, my advice is this. Be you. That's it. Try your best to be you. You don't have to be anything for anyone else. All you have to do is try your best and love. Love a lot. That's my greatest advice, is to just be the best you that you can be. Somebody that you're going to be happy with all the decisions that you make and the words that you say. Make sure that you're happy about all those things that come out of your mouth or things that you do with your body. So just be the best version of you that you can be. And guess what? It's okay if you make mistakes. I tell you guys this all the time. It's okay to make mistakes. But what the best thing is to do with a mistake is, number one, own it. So take it, know that you did it or it was part of you, and then grow from it. Own it and grow from it. That means be better. Do something better or learn what you did if you made a mistake so that in the future you won't make it again, or you might not make it again, or try not to make it again, because sometimes we make the same mistakes and that's okay. As long as you're trying your best and you're really attempting to grow from that mistake, that's all anybody can ask of you. So trying your best, being your true self, learning from your mistakes, and like I said, loving. I think in all of that, with everything that you do, love should be a part of it. Because love is awesome and everybody wants to be loved, and I think a lot of people want to love others, but I think if there's love that's rooted in all of those things, love for yourself, love for the people around you, love for the thing that you're doing, I think love is the answer to a lot of things. And just remember that everyone else around you is probably thinking the same ways that you are, as far as wanting to be the best person that they can be and not wanting to really hurt anybody else. So that's my advice to you, is to try your best, to learn from mistakes, and above everything else, just make sure that you're doing things from a loving place, because love is going to be an awesome thing if we could all share it with one another and get it from each other and give it to each other. So that's my advice, and I hope that maybe that makes a little bit of a difference. And I guess that's it. So I hope you enjoyed my 8 questions of randomness for this fun Friday. And it was actually pretty fun, although I'm the only one here, so nobody could tell me if it was fun or not. You can tell me if you want to put it down in the comments below or in my Google Classroom, or if you have another question that popped into your brain when you were watching this, if you want to ask me, if it's appropriate, I'll answer. So just let me know if you have one, or if you just want to make a comment or do whatever. It's fine. If you don't want to leave anything, totally okay. Miss Phil just wanted to be random and do some fun things. And guess what, guys? We only have 4 more weeks of this school year. 4! Which is crazy. So that's all I got for you. I hope that you guys had fun listening and learning about me and my crazy life and the things that go on in my brain. Again, if you have a question, let me know. Type it below, leave a comment in Google Classroom, something. I'll be around to answer, as long as it's appropriate. And go outside, have some fun, because this weekend's gonna be beautiful. So go enjoy it. Ride your bike. And if you're riding a bike, wear a helmet. Please wear a helmet. Go outside for a walk, play in your yard. Make sure you have a parent's permission with all those things. But enjoy the really awesome weather. I'm about to go do that myself. And I'll be back tomorrow for a small video, and then Monday for another one. All right, guys, I miss you guys a lot. Love you. Talk to you later. Bye.